Ooga fucking ooga cunts, welcome back to the Cunt News Network. The very show where we bring you the news that's already been brought by somebody else because we're fucking lazy. Also, we're not actual reporters, so technically this is a fake news show, but like it's not.
Wait. So does this mean the press passes you gave me are fake? Are forgeries?
Yeah, don't tell anyone that. What the fuck?
I was about to go to the White House and fucking White House press conference. You're gonna get me shot by the Secret Service, Brockus.
You will not be shot by the Secret Service.
Voodoo on you, Brockus.
They're gonna be shooting the Muslims. They're gonna shoot them too much. Shooting them.
Nobody shoots Muslims better than me.
Nobody looks better than the press pass, better than me. I mean, it's gonna be fantastic. We're gonna love it. We're gonna hate it. It's gonna be great. All right, so we have some rage-inducing stories for you today. If you haven't actually seen what the fucking title is, we've got masturbatory fires. Already people are curious. Paddling pools. I have been told it is a misleading title. And LGBT children's books.
Uh-huh. Plus other rage.
Yes, I'm sure. I actually looked through some of the stuff that everybody had actually uploaded. Rob, I have to question a few of the ones that you uploaded because there's a dude with the fucking face on it that makes me go, Rob, what is this?
That face is not my fault. Just because that dude reenacted that scene in Terminator 2 where Schwarzenegger takes an I-beam to the face a couple times, that is not my fault. This is a Florida man.
No,
what
fair
do
enough.
you expect?
No, fair enough. I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep tonight because of that face. On top of that, we've also got a nice little story from Ishtar, who loves dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs. Well, she's got a story about a dinosaur in Utah. And you know what? We're going to start with that one because I didn't feel like being really pissed off in the beginning. You sit the fuck down, Ren. Right now.
We can start off with that one, but Brockus, I'm going to have to lay a ground rule for the dinosaur story.
What?
No fucking Jurassic Park tangents. I swear to fucking God, Brockus.
Okay, see, I was gonna play the Jurassic Park fucking song, and
you can play the song.
I know I can't now. I can't.
Interesting fact: when I was in band, we played the theme song, and I played it on the trumpet.
I'm playing it in my head.
I played it on the tuba and the piano. I can play the Jurassic Park.
We need the theme song now, Brockus.
All right, hold on a second. Let me see if I can find it on my phone.
This one tangent is allowed.
One and
but I'm just saying, Brockus is gonna spend fucking an hour and 45 minutes talking about goddamn motherfucking T-Rex.
I am not gonna spend all that time talking about the motherfucking T-Rex.
Now.
That's not the Jurassic Park thing. There we go.
Yeah. Oh. Rest in peace, headphone users.
Headphone users,
that's
you're sorry.
Trumpet.
All right, that's enough of that. And I'm pretty sure our headphone users listen to metal music, so they killed their eardrums a long time ago.
This is true.
Very good possibility of that. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and jump into that Utah dinosaur story. Ishtar, take it away.
Okay. Spiky Utah dinosaur had more than a face only a mother could love. With its head and snout covered in bony armor shaped like cones and pyramids, a spiky, tank-like dinosaur unearthed in southern Utah was not just another pretty face. Scientists on Thursday announced the discovery of fossils of a dinosaur named, oh god, I'm going to butcher this, Acaenocephalus johnsoni, that lived 76 million years ago during the Cretaceous period. It was a four-legged, armor-studded plant eater with a medicine club at the end of its tail. It was a member of a dinosaur group called ankylosaurs, among the most heavily armored animals ever on Earth, and for good reason, considering the predators around at the time.
Oh yeah, I want one.
The unique shape and arrangement of its head and snout armor may be its most intriguing trait, the researchers said, giving clues about the Asian ancestry of some of the ankylosaurs that roamed western North America near the end of the dinosaur era. Someone once told me that Achyencephalus and ankylosaurs in general were quite ugly and had only a face a mother could love. I must say that I wholeheartedly disagree. These are quite extraordinary and beautiful animals, said paleontologist, another name I'm going to butcher, Jelle Wiersma of James Cook University in Australia.
Let's be honest now. Let's be honest. There isn't a single archaeologist out there with a normal last name. There'll be Bob. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, you have brought us some wonderful names, Ishtar, in the past.
I do my best. I do my
The
best.
scientific community, like I'm gonna say it right now, the prerequisite for any scientific field, you can't get in unless you fuck your name up. You got to add more consonants and vowels into that song bitch than you really thought was necessary, and you can still say it says Johnson.
You know, if you add an extra vowel or two, it could probably go as an Elvish name.
Ooh. Yeah, like Legolas's fucking like second cousin or some shit.
Oh yeah,
you know all those
Legolas.
elves are inbred. They're inbred as a motherfucker up in that fucking elf.
Legolas
city.
Greenleaf.
Yella. Okay,
AKA
thank you, Blue
Greenleaf
Collar.
Greenleaf. The moon of the Elven Kingdom. Just saying.
I love Moon Moon.
So
After learning that, I can't not fucking hear it in my head.
I want one of these things. They need to have some fucking mad scientist take one of these things and like mix its DNA with some like pot-bellied pig. So we have little pot-bellied pig-sized fucking ankylosaurs that we could have as pets. How fucking awesome would that be? Just saying. I want one.
I think we all want one. Achyenocephalus was a medium-sized ankylosaur, about 16 feet long, with a short, boxy head covered in bony armor and a beak and small teeth for cropping vegetation, said paleontologist Randall Ermis of the Natural History Museum of Utah and the University of Utah. It had a short neck and a wide torso, walked on 4 short, stout legs, and may have whacked predators with its bony tail club. It inhabited a warm, humid environment similar to southern Louisiana's bayous, with slow-moving streams and rivers and associated swamps. The largest predators were the 30-foot-long, 9-meter-long Tyrannosaurus rex cousin, Teratophonius, Teratophonius, and 42-foot-long or 13-meter-long crocodilian Deinosuchus, Deinosuchus. I apologize for the butchering, guys. The extensive skeletal remains, including a complete skull, were excavated in Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument. Aka, I'm just going to call it the Aka, was, as well as a cousin named Nodocephalosaurus that lived in New Mexico a couple million years later, possessed spiky head armor similar to Asian members of this dinosaur group. Other related North American dinosaurs, such as Ankylosaurus, had a relatively flat armor covering the head. This indicates that Aka and Nodo were close kin to Asian ankylosaurs, and that multiple emigration events involving this group occurred from Asia to North America late in the Cretaceous period, the researchers said.
Pangea like a motherfucker.
Yep. This resulted in 2 distinct lineages in North America of club-tailed ankylosaurs. I love dinosaurs. I can't pronounce a single damn one, but I do like them.
That is bullshit. You all know it. Everybody knows that there is at least one dinosaur we can all fucking pronounce. Rob never should have told me to fucking play that because I was far too tempted. I was far too tempted to do that.
That shit makes me laugh every time.
I can't not laugh myself. You also mentioned the fucking T-Rex in the damn story, so I'm just like, well, now I have to. It's a sign from the Dino God. That was a sadistic part. I have to say, I do love dinosaurs myself, and I have to also point out that the Ankylosaur was one of my personal favorites, just because.
Me too. I love that thing, dude.
It was a walking fucking spike tank of doom.
Yeah, but it was like a walking tank cow. Because you just wanted it to be all like friend, like it would be your friend. That's it. Like it was always gonna be in my friend. It was in my imagination. It was always my friend.
Uh-huh.
Also, who didn't fucking love Spike from Land Before Time? Huh? Spike and Ducky, greatest brother sister combo ever.
What happened to no dinosaur tangents?
And
I promised nothing.
Ren has a point, though I have to admit I was a Sarah fan. She's a feisty little thing. But we're going to move on now. Do we have something that will distract him from dinosaurs, like rage?
Oh, yes.
I just like dinosaurs, man. Like,
Dinosaurs are awesome.
Fucking badass, dude. They're giant fucking lizards. I want a brachiosaurus. They're fucking huge. Sorry.
I want one that they made with the pot-bellied pig, and so you have a little pot-bellied pig-sized brachiosaurus.
Compensation much there, Brachus.
No, it's not the compensation. Okay, look. Growing up, I watched the Flintstones, Land Before Time, and a bunch of other dinosaur stuff because that was what I was given. Dinosaurs are a huge part of what made me the man I am to this day. And Dino is a dog I've always wanted. And then I learned that's not actually a dog. That's a fucking.
Okay, American Phoenix says fuck Spike. He was a little bitch made nigga. Them's fighting words, motherfucker.
Oh.
Did you just try to start some
Spike
would guys
fuck your shit up, American Phoenix.
Guys.
Do we want to hear Brachus rage?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
A little foot on your ass. I swear.
Okay. Goose from.
Okay, fine. We're gonna move on to the next story. And since Rob and me are pretty much on a dino trip right now, I guess we're gonna go ahead and give it over to Ren for the time being. God damn it, Ren.
All right, we are going to go with the one about paddling pools because it is rage-inducing, and it does involve paddling pools. Britain families ordered to remove kids' paddling pools from garden because Killjoy housing officials want them removed, quote, in case a burglar drowns in their garden.
Raise hand.
If he's a freaking burglar, let him drown.
Okay.
Call me, teacher. What the fuck is a paddling pool?
Basically, it's a swimming pool.
It's what they call those those kiddie pools, those outdoor blow-up ones that you fill with water from the hose. They're above ground pools. They call them paddling pools over there.
That inflatable ones?
Yes, they are the inflatable above ground pools.
Okay, they're terrible. They're terrible little. It's what the fuck? Yeah, I remember those. They're awful.
My sister usually gets the giant plastic ones because inflating and deflating those things are a bitch, and it's much easier to throw away a giant plastic piece of shit.
Plastic is the way to go.
They want to get rid of it because they're fearful that some criminal might drown in it. First of all, I have to ask the question, who's the retard going into people's backyards to break into their fucking homes and actually steal their shit? But before he does that, he sees a kiddie pool and goes, oh, look, I think it's time for a dip.
Aren't British famous for making fucking moats like the popular thing too? Moats were all the rage back in the day. You wanted people to drown in your front yard back in the day.
The moat was not.
You wanted those thieves.
The moat was actually a giant sewer, bro.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
The moat served for two purposes.
Even better to drown a fucking thief in, drown a burglar in.
It was used as a defense to keep enemies at bay and everything because they couldn't exactly cross the fucking the moat and all that because their armor would rust. It wouldn't be able to get across. Slippery, unstable ground. Blah blah blah. All kinds of different fucking reasons for that. But on top of that, its secondary use was essentially just a fucking awful sewer. It's where everybody dumped their piss and shit from the castle. Look it up.
I'm so glad I don't live in the days where we just toss shit out in the front yard.
There was another reason why people didn't want to actually go into a moat. It's a very good reason.
Why you gotta fucking kill my awesome dream of moats being awesome? Now they're just shit-filled holes thanks to you, Brockus.
I'm not saying you can't have an awesome fucking moat of awesomeness. I'm just saying the original moats were not only a defensive fucking thing, but they were also to pee and poop in.
I'd ask why you got a splash in my rain puddle, Brockus, but now I'm worried it's filled with moat piss and shit. So I don't want to splash my own. So I don't even want to splash my own rain puddle. So fuck you, Brockus. Voodoo on you for that one.
Yes. Back to the article. Initially, this was a pool that was purchased by a bunch of people because essentially their apartments were all close to each other and they had a community garden. So they thought it'd be fun to get the kids a little, splashing pool to play in. They even got it a cover, so at night it's covered so children can't, get in it. But they were initially told by the people essentially running that area that they would have to take it down in case of, for health and safety reasons. Quote, they said if someone breaks in, they might drown in the pool.
Let's hope so.
Yeah. That's one of those moments where I'm actually like, you want to get rid of a thing because of a thing that you think is going to happen that everyone wants to happen. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You might as well just get rid of all the fucking so-called rape laws you have over there because you clearly don't give a shit about the fucking immigrants coming in and raping everybody anymore, Europe. Isn't that right, Europe? You sons of bitches.
Yeah.
Right? Where's the Antoine when you need him? Hide the kids, hide the wife, they raping everybody over here.
He's on an ice cream run.
Oh no! I was thinking about the Antoine from the clip. The hide your kids, hide your wife. There. I was talking about Antoine Esion. I would address him by his correct name, which is Antoine Esion.
Yes.
All right, I'm with you. My apologies.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh,
but
by the way,
what kind of you got me curious now. What kind of ice cream are you going to get?
He went to get Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen.
Yep.
Is he bringing you? Is he going to come in with a fucking blizzard upside down? If he doesn't walk in upside down.
Cake blizzard.
Ooh, we better walk in with that bitch upside down.
I don't know.
But on a lighter note, Samaj is apparently determined to get a moat now.
Samaj deserves a moat.
Samaj needs a moat.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's got to protect himself from all the fucking horny bitches that are just throwing themselves at him.
I am one of them. Was there anything else to that story, Red?
The only other part of the story is that they're currently working with the homeowner association essentially, because the main problem is the homeowner association hasn't fixed the back security gate of that complex, and that's why now they're pretty much going, someone could break in and drown, so you have to take that down.
It's not a good idea, is it? Because there could be a mugger or a robber, just he breaks in here because anyone can, and just drown in this.
I blame our overly litigious society.
Mm-hmm.
It seems common sense that if somebody broke in and ended up drowning in your pool, then that their attempt at breaking in has been foiled, and it's their own goddamn fault. Wipe your hands, walk away, live, move on with your life.
It's 2018. We have to be inclusive of everyone, and that includes the criminals. The people too. We have to watch out for them. Make sure they don't hurt themselves.
The criminals could get hurt while trying to commit a crime.
What you should be able to do is, once a body dies, it loosens its bowels and bladder, and you should be able to sue the criminal's family for cleanup of the pool. For the cleanup costs of the pool. That's how it should fucking be. It's like your fucking retard cousin or brother fucking died in my pool and shit pissed all over the fucking thing. You're paying to clean it up.
This is actually, you know what? This is somewhat akin to the retardedness that I have actually seen. I'm not even shitting you. I thought it was just a joke from a funny fucking Jim Carrey movie. No, people have actually fucking sued other people because they have the person suing the other person, I shit you not, was suing them because they fell in their home after breaking into it onto something like a fucking kitchen knife or some shit. A burglar
You would think
sued a house owner for that.
I'd have got him 10.
You would think burglary would be one of those assumption of risk careers.
You
Yeah.
think?
But there are actual cases where burglars have successfully, not just sued, but successfully sued homeowners because the burglar hurt themselves attempting to burgle the fucking place.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what world we live in, but
I
if
love
you
the word
break into
burgle.
somebody's house, if you break into my house and you just so happen to get shot in the dick because, you know, you broke into my fucking house and you try to turn around and sue me, I'm going to do what I can to make sure you get shot in your fucking balls next, if they haven't already been fucking, like, just severed from your body, because obviously I got rid of your favorite tool. Just saying. Also, Samaj has a katana, so there's a chance that that burglar will lose his testicles if he does not lose his intestines.
Fuck yeah, katana, motherfucker.
Also,
So
I'm not
ready to cut some butts.
I'm not in the slightest surprised that Samaj has a katana, because I have 3.
You're not supposed to at least have a katana for home defense?
I don't have katanas for home defense. I have them because I am a fucking otaku and love the Japanese culture and decided I want swords. Why? I'm fucking weird.
I have swords, but I don't have a katana.
I have 3 katanas, 1 fucking broadsword. Technically, none of them are battle ready. If I tried to swing with any of them, they will break.
We have 1 battle ready that's actually sharp, 1 pirate cutlass, and then 1 that's just pretty because I got the Rukia's white blade from Bleach, and that one's just pretty.
I'm just gonna say this right now. Don't ever allow me to purchase a legitimate battle ready fucking weapon, because I will try to use it. I've learned a long time ago, after practicing with my very first katana that I got for my for fucking Christmas one year, that some of them are just wall hangers. They are for decoration. They are not to be used. I learned that the hard way. I didn't cut myself much, but it did break a bit when I accidentally kind of dropped it, and that pretty much showed me that the thing was only glued together. So that just, you know, there are certain methods that go into making a sword that are not correct.
The real ones will break off real easy. Or the fake ones, I mean.
Well, you cannot borrow the cutlass.
I have a wakizashi. I have a wakizashi. And my roommate gave it to me because he used to work security at concerts. And he confiscated it off this dude who tried to sneak it into a fucking concert in Albuquerque, New Mexico. A fucking wakizashi.
I have a wakizashi and I have a tanto. I have actually an entire set. That was the first ever set of weapons I got. The katana is broken, but I have since kind of repaired it as best as I can. I would have to hot glue it back into place, but you know, for the most part, it's decent. And then I bought one at Anime Expo a few years back, because I'm a fucking weeb, as Samaj pointed out. But he said weak, so that was weird. But yeah, he's saying that Brachus is a weeb and Anon is a waifu. You know what, Samaj? Those are not fighting words. They're accurate. I can't say anything else.
We also have that Warloot giant axe pole thingy too.
What?
Somewhere in the house.
You have a what?
Genuine Warloot that belonged to my to Igor's grandfather from World War II. It's awesome.
Right.
I think I found the sword of your dreams here on eBay. It's $500. It's Cloud's sword that is actually 2 swords that slide and fit together, and they're actually workable.
I have to say that is not the ultimate sword that I would want. As
No,
much of
you
a
don't
fan of
want
the
that. I just googled. I just googled. I know that's like one of the most famous anime swords out there.
Oh no, fair enough. But let me just go ahead and point out that like the thing that is like the ultimate item for me, like if I was to somehow obtain this, everybody needs to run first of all. But like I would be the happiest man in the world. It's actually a two-handed axe called Gorehowl, and it's Gromosh Hellscreams from the World of Warcraft franchise. If I could get a battle ready one,
Ron Hellscream.
I will kill everything.
Is that the one that's made out of the fucking wood?
No, you're thinking of Broxigar's.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
No, but the Gorehowl is the famous one that Grom, aka Gromosh Hellscream, used. Yeah. He's the father of Garrosh. He's the big bad orc from the Warlords of Draenor expansion.
Oh, I know.
Just look up Gorehowl.
No,
it's
I
literally
Grom. I just got it mixed up with whoever was in that book that got the fucking enchanted wood axe thing.
Guns also make me horny, American Phoenix. I'm not gonna lie about that. Personal fucking handgun. I would love to get one of these days as a custom-made 1911 as a dream of mine that I don't think I should ever obtain because I will use it. I'm clearly someone who should not have any kind of weapon because I will use it. We're going to move on to the next story. Rob, what do you have for us?
Okay, why don't we start off with Naked Florida Man? Everybody loves Naked Florida Man. Especially Brockus. Okay.
Ooh, I just want to know what this Naked Florida Man was doing.
I know, because in beautiful Florida Man tradition, it's not just a naked guy. It's a naked guy doing something fucking crazy.
If I had my bag
to be naked.
Like if I had my bag of dice, I'd be rolling to see if like how good I got on the fucking guess of like, did he shit on something?
No, not this one. Kenneth Haskins set apartment fire because manager told him to stop masturbating.
Oh.
If I can't masturbate in front of the window, nobody can. That's That's the attitude Florida man Kenneth Haskins may have had when he allegedly set his apartment complex on fire Sunday night, leaving 4 people homeless. This 58-year-old Tampa resident reportedly used flammable liquids to start the blaze because he wanted to get back at the complex's management company, Mar Plaza. Recently, management told him he needed to stop masturbating in front of his windows and front door, police told the paper. Haskins reportedly admitted to starting the fire to exact his revenge.
Okay.
I'm happy to pause for comment from anybody.
Okay, is this the guy with the weird face?
This is the weird face, yes.
That guy's got a face out of nightmares.
Yes, this guy...
I don't want to see him masturbating either.
No. This guy he's got a combination of Skeletor nose and
share the image.
Shannon Doherty eyes.
Everybody's pain.
And like a super hair lip and werewolf syndrome. And I think he might be albino. I mean, this guy is just a fucking... he's a mess. This guy's a mess.
He looks like Saitama's fucking first criminal he punched in the face when he was becoming a hero for fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I do have to say, Ishtar, if Antoine Ision were to listen to this particular episode, be sure to have him skip over the part where there was a Florida man masturbating in the window who set his place on fire because he was told to stop doing that. I don't think you need your roommate to fucking have any ideas.
Oh God, that's even worse because our living room has a great big bay window facing the road.
You are not helping the scenario.
Oh God, no. I'm going to tell him not to watch this episode.
I love the idea of him coming home. I have your ice cream. Good. Don't watch tonight's episode. Wait, what? Why? You're banned from watching this one. You're going to get ideas.
He's going to watch it anyway.
He will. So now I have to debate whether or not I want to say anything or just keep it quiet and hope to God he doesn't do that.
Maybe you should just
Or just
give
come
him
home.
this one and buy him like a step stool so he can feature himself prominently in the window. Let him give him enough rope to hang himself with. That's all.
No, my
We have been
nest is in front
requested.
of that window. If
We
he
have been
decides to
requested
prop
to-
And that was
him
not
up-
a euphemism. That was not a
What
euphemism.
is wrong with that guy's face?
He got punched in the face by Brain Smasher, that shitty fucking character that Andrew Dice Clay played in the 80s. Or my original assumption, Saitama was an amateur when he took this guy out.
Possibly.
Oh! Will Honorless brings up a good point in chat. Just tell him it was a boring episode.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
there's
true.
a good
But
idea.
it's not going
That's
to be
a
a
good
boring
idea.
episode. Every episode is exciting.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
never
but-
boring episodes.
They
It's-
always make me go half chub.
But
Let
if
me-
you
let me
tell
just
him it's
point out.
boring, he won't watch.
This is how it's never boring for a CNN. We have Ren, who gets stories on purpose to fucking trigger me. Then there's Rob, who's just trying to break my mind, and Ishtar, who's also trying to break my mind while at the same time make me use my brain to think about things, and it's not helping.
Now, people have to see the nightmare that is this guy. So I'm going to throw the link in the chat, in the watch link, on the watch page here. So if the chat would like, they can see the horror show that is this window masturbator. Oh, it's
Now imagine
crazy.
that face tonight when you want to get it on.
I had already pre-shared, but yeah, just in case somebody wants to just take a picture of that and go, I'm not sleeping tonight. I don't
Yep.
think I'm going to sleep for months.
No
Not after
injuries.
seeing that.
Oh yeah. Brockus is I don't know. He's wide awake for the foreseeable future. Ain't gonna be sleeping.
No, I'm
Now,
gonna see that
if I tell
tonight.
when I tell people I'm just so goddamn tired. Why are you tired? Are you not able to sleep because of your shoulder? No, Rob showed me something, and I don't want to close my eyes because if I do, that's all I see, and it's a nightmare, and I don't want that. It's bad. It's wrong. I don't want the Batman to come back, mommy.
It's okay, Brockus. It's okay.
All right. No injuries were reported after the fire, which started at about 10 p.m. Bay News reports that firefighters had to evacuate more than 28 units, and 4 were damaged, including Haskins.
I have a
Mar
feeling
Plaza.
That's a lie.
Okay.
For God's sakes,
What
look
is
at
a
his
lie?
face.
Mar Plaza is a community of about 80 small apartments serving low-income and disabled residents, according to International Business Times. Haskins has lived there for more than a decade. Previously, his face was disfigured when he shot himself with a shotgun, police said. What the fuck?
I don't.
That's a whole other... This is like a whole other Florida man story that we're missing out on.
You know
Yeah,
what's actually funny?
There's something. You got the wrong article. Is what you got.
Yeah. That's we have the story of the man who set his apartment complex on fire because he was told he's not allowed to jerk it in the window anymore. But obviously we want to know the story about how'd your face get like that? Oh, I blew it up with a shotgun. Why is this not being talked about? So we'll get to that at a later time, I'm guessing.
Will Honorless goes, what the fuck is this .jpg?
He didn't previously have a criminal history in Florida. He was charged with first-degree arson on Monday. He's being held in the Orient Road jail without bail.
Oh, God.
Exacting your revenge for... How do you survive a shotgun blast to the face?
Well, this is where I was going to bring up. It's kind of funny because here's the one of those moments where you think something in a comic book is not possible, and then Florida shows you it is, because there's a character called Assface in the comic series Priest. And there's a TV series about that very same comic book. It's actually a graphic novel, but it's a short run. Anyways,
Is that the series about the preacher who gets possessed by some sort of heavenly thing and uses it for good?
Technically, it's actually the unholy union of an angel and a demon's child.
I think they made like a Netflix thing out of it. I only saw the first episode and it was really good.
How is that an unholy union if by definition half of it is holy?
It's an abomination. It should not exist. It's one of those things that goes against the actual order of things, blah blah blah. And it's actually, I gotta say, I have read some of the graphic novel. Priest is pretty fucking spot on badass. And then if the TV show is decent enough, I do recommend people go and watch it. But
I heard good things.
Yeah, I have seen good things. I watched the entire first season. It was actually pretty good. Left on a bit of a cliffhanger. Was pretty pissed off at that. Thankfully, it got a second season, so I was just like, oh, fuck. It's not going to be one of those moments where I watched a really good show and it ended like that, and I'm just like, well, son of a bitch, so I'm going to have to wait till next season. Canceled. Oh, why would you do that to me? Oh, my heart. But so earlier this week, Schmeckel did a job for me. I'm guessing he wanted to tell this story himself on CNN, but since he is having fucking internet troubles again, I'm assuming it's internet troubles. It's always internet troubles. I'm going to go ahead and take this story from him. Now, go ahead and strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen, because
my body is ready.
A hell of a ride. Millennials outraged after baseball team advertises Millennial Night with avocados, participation ribbons, and napping stations. I'm not even kidding you. That's actually what happened.
Say that one more time, but a little slower.
Millennials outraged after baseball team advertises Millennial Night with avocados, participation ribbons, and napping stations.
Oh my god, it's like a millennial's wet dream.
Okay, well, I'm just wondering, are they trolling them, or are they like, are millennials finally realizing that people look at them as children, as like adult infants?
I don't know, but I think we have a clue into that.
And why avocados? What the fuck is that? Why?
Oh, because they're obsessed with avocado toast and shit like that.
Do they have sriracha to go on? I hope they brought their sriracha.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird shit. Continue, please. Go on.
Montgomery, Alabama. If I say lover of naps, selfies, and participation ribbons, you would say millennials? That's the opening sentence for this. The savagery
absolutely
of this reporter. According to the Alabama, right? According to the Alabama League baseball team, or minor league baseball team, those are the pillars of life for people born between the 1980s and early 2000s, along with avocados, craft beer, and safe spaces. Christ, this Emily Ikeda from Fox News. Savage, you bitch. Savage.
I like her.
Right? In an effort to bring younger fans to the ballpark, the Montgomery Biscuits are hosting Millennial Night this weekend, but they're advertising on social media.
Wait. Back the fuck up. It sure caught it. I almost missed it. Repeat, please, one more time. The name of this baseball team.
In an effort to bring younger fans to the ballpark, the Montgomery Biscuits are hosting Millennial Night this week.
I'm looking for their play schedule.
But their advertising on social media set off an eruption of mixed feedback from the very group they're trying to attack or attract. By the way, the advertisement is Montgomery Biscuits Millennial Night, and they actually have it's like a regular baseball ad you would typically see while watching baseball. And the bullet points that they have that are offering is avocado burgers, selfie stations, napping area, participation ribbons. Congratulations, you came to a minor league baseball game. Here's your ribbon, your avocado burger. The napping stations are to your left, and the selfie stations are to your right.
I love this team automatically. Their logo is like two pancakes with eyeballs and a butter patty tongue. And shoes and hands and shit. It's like they're amazing.
Everything about this article is just it just keeps getting better.
I want a Montgomery Biscuits hat. I want to order one.
I want to buy this sport. I didn't even know this sports team existed. Now I'm all about the Montgomery Biscuits.
Let's put together $278 together, Brockus, and buy the franchise.
That's all it takes. All right. My dream to own a baseball team will sort of come true.
And then we'll challenge fucking Steve Shives' shitty ass fucking baseball team that he loves, that he's always wearing his hat about.
Oh,
and we'll whip the shit out of him.
Oh my God. I will dope all of my players with steroids just to get that win.
Regardless of how they feel, this is going to happen.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's gonna happen. Like I'm gonna look at the teams like, you don't understand. I want you to demolish this fucking team because I fucking hate the guy that wears the hat in every fucking YouTube goddamn video he does. And then one of them will raise their hand slowly and say, "Do you mean Steve Shives?" Yes, MVP. You're the fucking captain now.
Okay, they have a Yoda Fight We Will Montgomery Biscuits T-shirt. For $10 online, I'm buying it.
I want it. I need it. I want the entire CNN team to now have a Yoda Montgomery Biscuits T-shirt.
Absolutely, Samaj. Would you mind? Draw us it up.
I threw a link in the side there for of the hangout there. If anybody wanted to check it out, it is glorious.
Oh, I don't have that song yet. I'll get it.
Oh! They actually have the T-shirt. Okay, I thought that was something you just wanted, like you wanted someone to make it.
That sounds like something I just fucking made up. A Yoda Star Wars Montgomery Biscuits.
No, it is seriously there.
Crossover. It exists. It is fucking there. You can get a Montgomery Biscuits memo pad holder.
Wow. The Tampa Bay Rays.
I want some of this gear.
The Tampa Bay Rays, AA affiliate, currently with a record of 15-11, tweeted last week, "Want free things without doing much work? God damn the savagery! Well, you're in luck. Riverwalk Stadium will be millennial friendly on Saturday, June 21st, with a participation ribbon giveaway just for showing up, napping, and selfie stations, along with lots of avocados."
Someone is very bitter.
Oh, I don't think they're bitter. I think they legitimately thought this was a great advertisement.
It just comes off as bitter.
But I was gonna say, I think this professional team's marketing team was just like, I don't hate them, but I want to troll millennials as hard as we fucking can. Here's your sign. Vice President of Fan Engagement, Mike Murphy, told Fox News this is just one of 70 promotions the Biscuits offer for their home games, ranging from outdoors night to military Wednesdays and autism friendly night. Oh my God.
I want to go to autism friendly night. I would pay so much money for a ticket to autism friendly night.
I read, and
I'd be like, can I sit in the fucking the high spectrum autist section, please? Is there a fucking eye level?
I don't know if Igor is into baseball, but for the love of God, Ren, you have to share this article with Igor and tell him, like, honey, we're going to Alabama.
Can we hear the scream?
Why do I want to? I don't know if I want to go to Alabama, though.
You just want to go there for this fucking baseball team. They're a national treasure.
They're my favorite baseball team of all time already. The Montgomery Biscuits.
When I'm just like, the Yankees? Forget that team. The Montgomery Biscuits is where it's at, bro.
Wait, do you think they have to have biscuits and gravy in their stadium as a food you can buy?
They fucking better. It's Alabama, and they're called the Biscuits.
I love everything about
better.
this.
This season's marked the first full year under new management, and the team is testing out its funny bone. Oh, God, yes. 80% of the people in our front office are millennials, myself included, and we're just having fun with some of the cliches that people point out about millennials, Murphy said. The tweet advertising Millennial Night has since gone viral with nearly 700 retweets, 600 comments, and 1,500 favorites. Jesus, I can't even get this much attention for a fucking hashtag that I want to start for a fucking anime that desperately needs a season 2. And by desperately, I mean I desperately need a season 2.
Or hashtag Antoine Isian.
I mean, that's an important hashtag too. We all need to spread that hashtag.
Hashtag me and Ishtar need to find new co-hosts.
That's not as important
We're
as
taking
hashtag.
open auditions. We'll take open auditions soon.
It's going to be hard to replace me and Rob because, we are irreplaceable.
Guys, Antoine's in the chat, right?
And I care.
I'm just letting you know he's probably marking how he is going to end you.
I don't care. Hold on a second. Let me take this to the Shakespearean fucking place. By my heel, I care not.
Ooh.
Nice.
I like that. That's classy.
Do you bite your thumb at me, sir?
I do bite my thumb. I do bite my thumb, sir. I do not bite my thumb at you.
You bite your thumb.
I might bite my thumb. The backlash on Twitter was swift, criticizing the post for its insensitivity and thoughtlessness. Who pushed forward with this tweet? I applaud you. One tweet read, as a non-millennial, I think our company was supposed to read Riverwalk Stadium will have a condescending promo intended to ensure millennials never visit again.
Yay!
Well,
millennial free.
It's like they don't want this shit unless they demand it, and then they want it, but not unless they demand it, because then it's condescending.
This article just keeps giving me better stuff. Like each paragraph comes with a new
gift.
thing.
This wait! Is this recharging Brockus's batteries?
It is.
We're trying to break him. We're trying to break him.
We can't have Happy Brockus.
Yes.
That's not a good show.
Not do.
Can I just have this one thing? I want to become a Montgomery Biscuits fan.
Okay, you know what? No. The Montgomery Biscuits beats all. I'll give you that. We will give you this one because it's just a treasure. Finding out about this team has just been the great. It's made my month, but absolutely. So go nuts. I will happy Brockus.
Have your one happy thing.
Why'd you mute yourself, Brockus?
I don't know. Maybe he's mad that we're.
Are you crying? Are you crying, Brockus? There's no crying in baseball.
No, sorry about that. I was having some connection issues, so I had to fix it real quick.
He was so desperate, it affected his connection.
No, Rob was roboting on me, and I was getting upset at my computer because I'm just like, don't take away the biscuits from me, and don't you take away Rob's sweet, sexy voice.
I didn't mean to robot on you.
No,
but Brockus is over here. It's like I just have a connection issue caught in my eye. I swear.
It's an emotional connection.
Dallas Godshaw, that name needs to be changed to Godly. 21 said he expects attendance to decline after the advertising. I'm not going to go to it, so it didn't work on me, he chuckled. More than targeting millennials, it's sort of targeting older generations who like to make fun of millennials and like to say that millennials don't like working and don't like caring for themselves. You don't! I work at a warehouse, you fucking cunts! Every one of you throws a bitch fit when you have to do something. So don't fucking tell me that millennials, we work. No, you don't. Technically, I'm in that category just because of the fact that I'm about to turn 34 in 3 days. But still, I refuse.
Gen Y. We are not millennials. We're Gen Y. Totally different generation.
Why do people keep saying that I'm a fucking millennial when I actually do my fucking job? Gee, I don't know. Maybe because you guys are a little too fucking salty and you need to get over the fact that my generation was the last generation that did shit. Okay? Anyone who's in their 30s or late 20s came from the generation that did shit. My shoulder is fucking proof of that. I broke it at work.
Moving on.
Though for every angry comment, another appears to fire back in defense. One person tweeted, "Bravo, biscuits! You know millennials won't dig in you unless it's gluten-free." Fuck! Who tweeted that? I want to shake their hand.
Gluten-free is important, don't you know? Because that gluten's going to get them.
You can take your gluten-free and kale and shove it up your ass, you millennial cunts. Another Twitter user said, if you're an offended millennial complaining about this, aren't you basically furthering the stereotype? Hashtag think about it. God, yes. Murphy said the team is sorry if its advertising offended anybody, but they are standing by the millennial man who would not change anything about their approach.
Fuck yeah.
Hold on.
Number one rule: you never apologize.
They have a screen cap of the person who said, you know, millennials won't dig in unless it's gluten-free. Griffith Waller at GS Waller is their Twitter handle. Go to this man and fucking, like, I don't know, do the emoji handshake thing and basically say, I fucking love this tweet.
Is that WALER?
LLER. That's 2 L's. After the initial explosion of angry tweets, the Biscuits took to Twitter again, urging anyone who offended to fight their battles IRL, slang for in real life. Wow, that was unnecessary. And submit a valid complaint in person to the Millennials Night think tank. The team itself is largely made up of millennials, none of whom, according to pitcher Benton Ross, are even remotely offended by the name by the theme nights. Gee, I wonder why. After throwing the ball around with one of his teammates in the unignorable heat, Ross told Fox News, if it's insensitive, then maybe they should have have thicker skin. That's actually very good. He said the same night is all in good fun. I don't think Biscuits employees meant anything sour by it or to cast a negative light on the next generation at all, Ross defended. I think they're trying to make light of it and encourage the next generation to come out, support the Biscuits, support baseball, and just be themselves. Yeah. That's actually a really good take on it. Fellow minor league baseball team, the Lexington Legends. That team sounds legendary. I need their products too. Also hosted Millennial Night earlier this year and faced similar backlash. A spokesperson for the Legends told Fox News they saw above average attendance at its Millennial Night game. The Biscuits are hoping for a similar effect, and one public relations expert said they could very well pack the house on at Saturday night's game. The Riverwalk Stadium has a capacity of 7,000. From a PR professional's perspective, they're kind of accomplishing what all of us want to accomplish, and that is people talking about our organization. Not only here locally, but it's got a lot of reach outside of our own community, outside of our state as well, said Melissa Warnke. Warnke? Warnke. Get a real name! Vice President of Public Relations Council of Alabama. Also, that is a strange way to spell Melissa, but then again, I've seen stranger ways. But Warnke, god damn it.
Okay, Broncos
must be mindful of how their messages will be. What?
Warnk.
Oh, okay. Will be perceived by different audiences, adding that the Biscuits will have to work extra hard to show off their appreciation for the millennial fans they lost. For now, Murphy is enjoying the newfound attention on the Biscuits, exposing people across the country to their players, gear, and name. So many people have said, oh my gosh, I never knew there was a team named the Biscuits. That's how it ends. That's how it started when Rob found out about the fucking team's name. Holy goddamn shit. This was one of the best articles we have ever read here on CNN. That made me happy all around.
I love it. Okay. So I'm looking at Biscuit Baseball, which is their Twitter feed right now, and I'm looking at the fucking they have the tweet about the Millennial Night where it includes napping and selfie stations, craft beer specials, avocado burgers. So they don't just have avocado toast; they have avocado biscuits up in that bitch.
That's fuck yes.
And they got fried egg breakfast burgers. I want to go fucking do a fucking Montgomery biscuit game. I want to go.
Wait.
I love it.
Check your Twitter toy, faggot. I have a Twitter toy?
What's a Twitter toy?
I don't know.
know.
That's what American Phoenix is telling me. Well, then again, American Phoenix recently bought himself a nice bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, he could be very hammered.
I wouldn't say very hammered. American Phoenix is a hefty dude who probably drinks a lot. So there's a good chance he's feeling real good right now. I wouldn't exactly go as far as hammered, but anyways. Wow, that has quite possibly been one of the most uplifting, best goddamn stories we've probably ever covered here on CNN. Goddamn you, Montgomery Biscuits.
I'm grinning like a bitch, man.
Gorgeous.
I'm grinning like a grinning bitch. I'm loving it.
Oh my god, it's so good. But we're gonna have to move on to something that pisses me the fuck off most likely. Oh, hey, actually, no, we don't have to move on to something that pisses me off. We can move on to something that is interesting. I have this tabbed open for a reason.
Okay.
Ishtar, why don't you go ahead and tell us
real
about
quick,
the pros? What?
guys, can we not have this fight in the chat? That would
What?
be really nice. Thanks.
Who's having a fight in chat?
AP and Antoine are having anyway. It doesn't need to be in the chat.
Yeah. Take that to DMs if you guys really want to hash that shit out. Anyways, Ishtar, tell us about the crows.
You actually want to hear about the crows?
Wait, did you say something that wasn't gonna? This was specially chosen to rip your mind apart, Brockus.
It may or may not have been chosen with that thought in mind.
I saw the title and I'm interested and yet terrified at the same time. I figured I would pick your stories in order because, god damn it, that last one is gonna hurt me, my brain.
Ishtar, I have a question for you.
I have answers for you.
What do you think that says about Brockus that he is excited about hearing this story?
I'm trying to go with the least cringy ones as much as possible.
This is the least cringy one. This one.
Yep, because you know those other two stories are going to be a lot.
My question stands, Ishtar. What does that say about Brockus that he says this is the least cringy story?
It says that we have done some serious damage to him.
Okay, first of all, Rob, you act like you've never gotten stoned off your ass and watched a shitload of fucking Animal Planet. So don't even try to pretend like you never went down that road like I did.
Usually the animals are. I don't want to give away the. I don't want to give away the story. I'll let Ishtar do the talking. But no, you're wrong. This does not normally happen in nature. There, Brockus. I disagree with you. I watched a lot of Animal Planet. I haven't seen that.
Voodoo on you, Rob.
Are you
Yes,
are you
please
done,
go.
Rob? Can I?
Yes, I apologize. I just Brockus is scaring me.
Why do crows copulate with corpses?
There you go. Chat, I am vindicated. That's all I got to say.
Crows are highly social birds, and that bond continues even after death. Living crows often gather and caw loudly near the bodies of their fallen comrades. Some of them, on occasion, go a bit farther than that. They have sex with the corpses. Crows are not alone in this peculiar predilection. Scientists have witnessed isolated examples of different types of animals, from ducks to dolphins, trying to copulate with deceased members of their own species. But scientists couldn't say how common that behavior is among species, which makes it difficult to explain why animals were doing it. However, a couple of researchers who study crows, Corvus I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, now have some answers. They conducted the first ever study to observe and document the practice of corpse copulation in crows, or in any land animals with backbones for that matter. The goal? To determine how frequently it happens and to better understand what it means, lead study author Kaylee Swift told Live Silence. Until now, it's not something we've ever explored in a systematic way, Swift said. I pause for comments.
Is this really what you want your career to be known for, Mr. Scientist?
Why would you volunteer to study this?
Hold on a second.
Ever?
What's your crowning achievement? I found out why crows fuck their own dead crows.
I'm in public.
You regret my life choices.
Yeah. Plenty of studies have documented crows' intelligence, from their puzzle-solving prowess and tool use to their ability to remember the faces of humans that threaten them. Other research has highlighted aspects of crows' social behavior, finding that groups of crows notice and react to the sight of their dead. Swift, a doctoral candidate in the School of Environmental and Forest Sciences at the University of Washington, was documenting a crow funeral, quote unquote, in 2015 when she first observed some unusual sexual activity, Swift wrote in a blog post. At the time, she and John Marsluff, a UW professor of wildlife science and co-author of the new study, were investigating the bird's organized vocal responses to finding a dead crow, which signals a potential threat to the living, Swift told Life Science. And they saw something they had never observed before. A crow approached the corpse, mounted it, and started thrashing, quote unquote, in a manner that was immediately recognizable, Swift wrote on her blog. Yeah. Learning from the dead. In previous research into how crows gather and communicate around their dead, Swift and Marsluff found that the birds use dead crows to learn about and avoid potential risks. This made their discovery of the new crow behavior, having sex with the dead, extremely puzzling, Swift said. If a dead crow is a danger signal, why would a living crow want to get close to it?
I don't really know.
Because that crow ass is too good to go to waste.
I just know that I did this on Twitter just a few seconds ago.
Yes, you did, Brockus. Yes, you did.
I don't know what possessed me to do this. I think it was the story. My mind has officially broke. Mark is correct. Dead chicks are hot. And now Bearing and Fat Pat know that crows have sex with dead crows. There is something wrong with me. What did you three do?
Don't blame us.
I blame you.
This is all about you, dude.
I blame Ren, and I'm not going to blame Rob, because I'm pretty sure Rob's the only one who's been kind of trying to break my mind with funny shit, which is actually the only thing I think's been keeping me sane.
Oh, come on, Brockus, admit it. You love it. You love raging. It's fun.
Maybe a little.
Just a little.
I legitimately had to explain to my niece earlier today because, like, she and I got into a fake fight. Yeah, we had fake beef IRL. What now? And,
you had fake beef with a child.
I had fake beef with my 12-year-old niece, yes. And the two of us were just kind of talking smack back and forth. And at one point, she tells me, stop yelling at people on the internet. And said, no, it's kind of my job. She was like, well, stop doing it. It's not like you get paid for it. And I was like, no, I do get paid for it. That's why I said it's kind of my job. I don't.
Yeah.
Anyway.
In your face.
Guess what?
12-year-old girl.
The article's still going.
Oh
God!
There's
I thought it was
more.
over. Okay,
Oh,
no, there's more to the crow fucking. Continue, Ishtar. Tell us about the crows, Ishtar.
Why would a living crow get close to it? Engaging so closely with a dead conspecific animal of the same species could expose you to disease or parasites or scavengers, Swift said. For the new study, the researchers conducted a series of experiments in 4 Washington cities, testing 308 mated pair of wild crows. They exposed the birds to carefully positioned taxidermic crows and to other prepared animal corpses, such as pigeons and squirrels, to see if the crows' responses were common amongst a range of dead things or if they were specific to their own species. They found that the birds were more likely to call an alarm when the corpse they saw belonged to a crow, particularly if the stuffed crow was in a dead pose rather than a more lifelike posture. The birds approached dead crows about 25% of the time, but only 4% initiated sexual activity, hinting that corpse canoodling is not commonly practiced, the study authors reported.
Did he call it corpse canoodling?
I know, isn't that a great phrase? Corpse canoodling.
Corpse
canoodling.
Corpse canoodling.
Really great alliteration.
Let's
Yeah.
just go ahead and be honest here. These people gave up on their dreams.
Or this is their dream and we have really got low standards here.
If Ishtar,
Corpse
if
canoodling,
this is their
body
dreams,
banging.
I fear for their youth.
Yeah, me too. Clearly, most birds are not engaging in this behavior, and that suggests that there's probably some cost associated with it that makes it undesirable, Swift told Live Science. Furthermore, the crows that mounted dead birds often demonstrated aggressive behaviors in addition to a sexual response. It's possible that the heightened stress of breeding season, combined with the sight of a dead crow, simply confuses some individuals, so they respond to a corpse with both aggression and sex, the researchers said. However, further research will be required to be able to say for sure what leads some birds to react this way, the scientists concluded. Now the article's done.
I give it 6 months before somebody digs this article up and applies it to incels.
I give it 2 months before somebody takes this article a little too far and goes and fucks a dead crow in Florida.
Ew.
Oh.
It'll definitely be in Florida, though.
Of course, it's going to be in Florida.
I will keep an eye out for that article for you, Brockus.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm not saying this is a 100% guarantee, but I am pretty sure we're going to, at some point in the future, get an article like that.
There was actually a fake article floating around the past week about a Florida man who was raping dead alligators, but not true.
Oh, yeah, you did say you looked into it and it was not true.
Yeah, well, and there was also a Florida couple that was selling tickets to heaven. That was also not true.
By the way, everybody, if you have not voted on the poll that I had actually put up yesterday about the art contest, it is still going. You have 1 hour left. It is an art contest between Samaj, Object Decay, and The Ritualist. Go vote. You just go to my Twitter. You'll find it. It's there. Vote on it. And let us know. 1 hour left. It is still going on. I want to know who's going to win this shit. Now then. I don't know if anything can top Crow fucking dead crow. But let's see if we can try.
But you'll try to bottom it.
We'll try it.
Let's not try to fuck a dead crow, but let's try to see if we can top a story like that. Ishtar, question, where did you find that?
That particular article?
Yes.
On Live Science. It's one of my favorite places to go looking for articles.
Because you find weird shit that makes you go, wait, what?
Yeah, pretty much.
Got it. Okay. Ren, moving on to one of your stories. Holy goddamn.
All right, just give me 1 second and I'll get the article up.
I'm just not going to answer that. All right. Children's books with LGBTQ themes disappear from shelves at Hong Kong libraries amid pressure from anti-gay groups.
Fuck.
I think that was the sound of his brain melting. That wasn't rage. That was brain melting.
LGBT books for kids.
Yes.
I don't know where to begin. How about
do you
maybe
want to
don't teach your kids about shit like that because they don't need to fucking know about shit like that
Brockus,
because your brains are
Brockus.
still fucking developing.
Brockus?
What?
I could show you 2 examples. I had to review 2 of them.
Are you talking about the books that Lindsay from Queer Kids Stuff reviewed?
Feminist Baby and the ABC book that was not appropriate for children.
Oh, fucking hell.
No.
I could, if you want, instead of this article, I can grab one of them and read it to you.
Nope.
Do you don't want to hear it?
No, let's just go with the article. Don't go get those books. My God. I'll throw shit everywhere.
All right.
I'll just turn my
Wrap it
camera
up.
on.
People
I'll just start
wrapping it
masturbating
up.
on camera and get this whole fucking channel shut down.
Yes. 10 children's books telling stories related to same-sex parenting have been moved to the closed stacks of Hong Kong's public libraries, following a campaign by Family School Sexual Orientation Discrimination Ordinance Concern Group. Shorten your fucking name. The anti-gay rights group wrote in an online statement on Tuesday that the Home Affairs Bureau has granted them their request after months of petitioning. The Home Affairs Bureau said the books were evaluated by the Collections Development Meeting and moved to the closed stacks to ensure children receive proper guidance when reading them. You get, basically, China is going, we need proper guidance and parental permission to read these to children. So it's the opposite of what's going on in the US.
Holy shit, it makes sense. The Chinese, who are infamous for being anti-gay, are being sensible and saying, you know, this is a topic that children should not be learning about until they have at least hit puberty, in which case, you know, that's when shit like this would be appropriate for them. But 7-year-olds, nah. What are you trying to do? What the fuck are you trying to do? You're trying to push your fucking ideologies, trying to push your fucking beliefs onto these poor fucking kids. Do you have any idea how many articles we see coming out of the UK and fucking America? Basically, any part of the West where there's these articles of these fucking kids coming out as saying straight to their fucking gay-ass trans parents and shit, and their parents are disappointed? Because that was an actual fucking thing recently.
You remember like 10 years ago when you'd hear some right-wing fucking loon go like, they're pushing their gay agenda on our kids. And you'd like laugh and be like, fucking crazy right-wing psycho.
I thought it was
funny. Now it's like so in your face. It's fucking, you're like, there is an agenda to teach our kids to be gay. It's popping up all over the place.
I'm slowly turning into Mike Pence and Alex Jones at once. It's weird. I don't know how to feel about it, especially since I kind of swing both ways, and it's just making me feel icky.
You go both ways, Brockus?
Kind of.
Well, see, this has actually caused a bit of a kerfuffle, you could say.
Kerfuffle, okay.
There's another group that is complaining that these books were actually quite harmless because it was just depicting, you know, 2 of the titles were Mommy, Mama, and Me, and the other title was Daddy, Papa, and Me. And so these were just basically books that showed different types of parents, and that's their argument. But the full list of books that they have been put into the closed stack, which are Molly's Family, the family book, Introducing Teddy, The Boy in the Dress, Millie, Molly, and Different Dads, Annie on My Mind, and Good Moon Rising. These are all books that China has, the one fuck off long name group has decided are spreading unethical homosexual messages for children.
I believe that. See it all over the place.
I don't know
There is. I'm sorry to interrupt your article. There is a past hour. There have been reports of a shooting in
Toronto.
Toronto. Yeah, 9 people injured so far. As far as I know, the only one dead is the shooter. So, hooray for that. But moving on. Just needed to point that out as breaking news.
Fair enough.
Yeah, breaking news.
Thoughts and prayers, everybody.
Thoughts and prayers.
Especially mine. My thoughts and prayers override all of yours because I said it first.
I just look, I'm not saying teaching kids about, why you have 2 daddies or why you have 2 mommies is a bad thing. But that's a they them situation. That's their stuff. And yeah, it is good to teach the other kids in class why little Jimmy has 2 mommies or why little Susie has 2 daddies, shit like that. And there are those cases, but at the same time, these are also kids that probably have to deal with the fact that their parents were shitty people to each other, wound up divorcing or just going their separate ways and ended up marrying completely other people. So even at that point, that kid has 2 sets of parents, and they can honestly still say, I have 2 mommies and I have 2 daddies. Like, it's fucking weird, but there are a bunch of different factors to throw into these situations. And again, I cannot stress enough. Children already are learning so much at such a young age that trying to force them to know and learn of the LGBT fucking anything is just, it might be too much for them. Personally, if you want to teach your kids about stuff like this, go right ahead. I'm not going to tell you how to fucking be a parent. I'm not going to tell you how to fucking raise your kids and shit like that, especially since most of the time I want you to keep the fucking kids away from me because I don't do well around strangers' kids. I don't know. I'll yell at them or something, or just walk away. I might throw my drink out in their face. I did that once. I felt bad. I was drunk. Wasn't paying attention, actually. But it was water. Don't worry about it. I wasn't fucking throwing alcohol or anything like that. It's just somebody decided to fucking bump into me, and that cup just went right into my nephew's fucking face. Anyways, that's not the point I'm trying to make. It's just when it comes to these types of situations, when it comes to these topics, there is a very fine line that you must walk down. Now, we've seen what happens when people take that shit to the extreme.
Yeah.
We've also seen when people take the opposite direction to the extreme. You end up creating an entire fucking group of kids that basically think homosexuality is evil. That's not the case. That's actually very fucking untrue. And there are still people out there, yes, very bigoted thoughts where they believe that, 2 women cannot raise a child or 2 men cannot raise a child. And yet I've seen gay couples raise kids better than fucking straight couples because straight couples are fucking awful sometimes. Any couple can be awful. That's just how people are. People are awful. Their sexuality has nothing to do with it. Are you a shitty person? Then you're a shitty person. Who you want to fuck is completely none of the goddamn equation. It's not in it at all.
Well,
so these situations are just they're fucking annoying.
Yeah. Well, the problem China's facing is a lot of people don't realize China isn't as quote unquote progressive as people like to say it is. It's still a communist country, and Hong Kong's part of China. So there's going to be certain things that come along with that.
Well, yeah. See, this is the part that people tend to forget. You see, commies, Riley, communism is a government system that says it is beneficial for everyone, but there are always going to be those people in charge that will not allow you to exist. It's happened in the past a lot. And yes, even in China, there are actually some areas, some provinces in fucking China that are very anti-homosexual. So you're going to have to deal with the reality that one of the places that puts forward your communism ain't progressive. Just because there's a famous Chinese girl in the tech industry who wears extremely skimpy outfits and makes YouTube videos in those extremely skimpy outfits, and then strategically puts a camera on a dog's head so when she walks by the dog, you can look up her skirt and shirt, which is very low cut. Just because they got something like that in China does not mean that they are super progressive. You get shit every day anyways.
Also, Rob, I'm supposed to tell you that Mark is saying that you bitched out on his Florida woman challenge.
I don't even remember. I may have been on a little bit of pot at the time, and I don't quite remember this Florida woman challenge.
I'm just saying, Mark is saying that you bitched out on his Florida woman challenge, and I am supposed to remind you of that.
These things happen.
So there you go, Mark. I have reminded him.
I did not bitch out. I forgot. You know why? Because it like rates that high on my fucksgiven scale.
Wow.
That's how high it rates.
Okay. Well,
what?
One message from one twin has been given to the other, so I've done my job.
Speaking of the twins, I guess this would be a good time to move on to one of Rob's other Florida man stories. I need a good laugh. How about we go with naked? Wait, did you already do the naked man?
I started you off with naked dude.
Oh, that's right.
So what are you going to do next?
Next we have stupid dude. How about that? How about stupid dude?
Because the naked one wasn't stupid too?
That one was naked dude. Naked dude is his own category. Stupid dude.
So, naked dude and stupid dude are not necessarily the same things, but they're both subgenres of Florida man.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm guessing because the stupid is already implied with the naked, so stupid is its own category.
Okay. A Florida man was rescued after trying to ride a hamster ball to the Bahamas. A Florida man was rescued last weekend by the U.S. Coast Guard after trying to ride a hamster ball or inflatable bubble to the Bermuda Triangle. The U.S. Coast Guard voluntarily rescued and took Reza Bellucci back to land this Sunday, says the Washington Post. His journey started in Pompano Beach and ended near Fort Pierce. If the past is any indicator, this rescue mission could end up costing close to $144,000.
Wow.
This proposed adventure unnecessarily risked the lives of Mr. Bellucci, the maritime public, and our Coast Guard men and women, says Captain Austin Gould, Coast Guard Sector Miami commander, in a statement. Additionally, the Coast Guard is obligated to ensure taxpayer money and resources are used efficiently and appropriately. So basically, it's like, why did we go out and save this retarded fucking idiot? We should have spent $1 going out to rescue this asshole.
I'm sorry, if you put yourself in an inflatable hamster ball and then get caught at sea, do we have to go save you?
No, no, we don't.
Do we really have to?
No, you have absolved all saving privileges.
Can we just leave you there? Like, just seriously, just leave you there?
Yes.
Technically, that's what the Coast Guard is for.
But could they just, like, barely try? Like, oh, we would have, but, oh, look, the boat didn't have enough gas today. Guess we can't go out and get him.
Yeah,
that counts as a try.
I like the Willy Wonka stance on this. No, stop, don't.
Yeah.
Don't stop. No, stop. Don't do it. Oh, they did it anyway?
No, come back. Yeah, watch out. This isn't the first time Bellucci's actions have taken a chunk out of taxpayer money. The endurance runner took his homemade contraption out on the water in October 2014, but ended up having to be rescued after losing his GPS system, reports WPLG.
Okay, no, sorry. One strike, he's out. One strike, he's out. He got saved the first time.
Yeah, exactly. Second time, shame on me. Shame on Coast Guard.
I think at this point, the system is now, do it once, shame on you. Do it twice. I don't want to do my job.
Do it twice. It's like, did he do? When's the last time we did this? 4 years ago. He didn't learn his lesson then. Fuck him.
Do it 3 times, dude. I'm not going. No.
Yeah, do it 3 times. I think even the taxpayers go, oh, he was lost. We don't know what happened.
Just let him go, Steve.
Speaking of 3 times, and on April 13th, he again attempted the quest,
dude.
only to be pushed back to shore because it was a little bit windy.
Well, at
Even
least
Mother
took
Nature at
over
this
on that
point
one.
is going.
I know, it's like, stop, just don't stop, go that way.
I think at that point he kind of did one of those prayers at just before he got in, where he's just like, "I'm in your hands now, God," and God said, "No, you're not." Just pushed him back.
Go back, dude. Third time, exactly. Blue Collar Canuck has it right. Third time around, he's shark food.
A letter from the Coast Guard shows that Bellucci was warned not to go on his most recent trip, stating that doing so would result in a possible 7-year confinement and up to a $40,000 fine. I view your current planned voyage without use of an escort/support vessel or an equivalent safety precaution that would allow for self-rescue as unsafe, the letter says. I encourage you to work with my staff to develop a voyage plan meeting the requirements I set forth previously. Bellucci has not made a statement on whether there'll be a 4th, probably unsuccessful attempt. See, what he has to do is he has to have a boat that travels alongside him in case he, like, you know what I mean?
Have a friend.
He can do it. He can do it. He just has to have, you have to use the buddy system.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't waste $144,000 of taxpayer money.
Yeah.
That is the end of my article. That's just stupid guy.
Shark bait.
That is
Shark food.
bait.
He is shark food now. If he
He's
does this again, he is shark food.
Yes.
And I think Florida is no longer, the Coast Guard is off the hook for trying to save him.
Although, for the purposes of entertainment, I fucking hope he tries again.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm with Rob on this one. Granted, I'm also with you, Ren. Just don't help him. Don't you dare help him. But at the same time, I really want him to attempt it again, because it's just gonna make a really fun
Attempt it all you
story.
want, but the Coast Guard no longer has to save you.
Oh yeah, he's going to jail. Oh yeah, he's going to jail if it happens again. Excuse me.
All right. All right, that was.
This is an impressive hamster ball, though. It does look like a lot of fun.
Later, Antoine.
Bye, Antoine Isian. We'll miss you.
You are so dead. You are gonna die soon.
Oh yeah. Rob is dead.
Open calls. Or wait, there's Good Twin. We can just swap him out for the other one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Seriously.
He's a replacement.
He came with a replacement. His parents planned for this.
His parents
Will
planned
says
for
in the
this.
chat it's a cool way to die. Will's telling me in the chat it's a cool way to die.
I mean, if you're gonna go out, that would be a pretty fucking cool way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's Florida man dies in hamster ball. Actually, that would be a cool headline.
Yeah.
That would be an obituary that your family would not.
How'd your son die? He died in a hamster ball
On the ocean.
on the ocean.
You know, I've always hated my brother Robert. He's such a jackass. That son of a bitch just never got his shit in line. But I gotta tell you, the way he died recently, that was cool as hell. If he's gonna go out, that's a hell of a way to go out.
He died in a hamster ball and totally redeemed himself.
All those years, he just pissed us all off. Saved by a hamster ball. That's a eulogy. That's his future eulogy. His brother is gonna do that eulogy. I don't remember what his fucking first name is. I just throw out Robert. But it's just, God damn it, that's gonna be when he does die.
The brother Mark does the eulogy.
Yeah, but Mark's the one that's going to Florida, so we'll see which one dies in the hamster ball.
It might end up being you. Like, Mark actually might have to explain to everybody, see, I moved to Florida and Rob came down to visit. One thing led to another. Here we are.
People thought he was me. He got into some Florida shenanigans he was just not prepared for. He's never been here before. And, you know, death in a hamster ball. What are you going to do? It's Florida.
And your parents are going to go, we knew Mark was the good twin.
Oh, they know.
I think that's
he
going
was
to be a
the
new
smart twin.
Oh, true. That, yeah.
I think Ishtar is eventually going to do an article at
He
some
may be the good
Life
twin.
Science.
He may be the smart twin, but they like me more.
Yeah, but like that's going to be the whole topic. It's like, is there a dumb twin and a smart twin? Is there a likable twin and an unlikable twin? What's going on in the world of twins?
We're
And
both
like,
pretty much assholes.
Yes. But one remembered his birthday.
Yeah, okay. Everyone wants to fucking, suck Mark's dick. Go ahead, suck Mark's dick. Give him that big fat reach around you all want to give him.
I think it's because we get to quote The Room with Mark. Oh, hi,
Yeah.
Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Yeah, that's it. That Mark, if that's your claim to fame, that you can have it, bro.
Well, with you, I can quote another
think
famous
that's it
movie
there.
from the 80s.
What you got?
I can quote from RoboCop. Can you fly, Bobby?
Yeah, but I don't go by Bobby.
I know
Mark
you don't
goes
go
by Mark.
Wait, shall we just start calling you Bobby?
No, that doesn't work. I won't answer
Why?
Bobby.
Yeah, and also, if he does go by Bobby, I'm eventually going to have to shave my head back quite a bit to look like fucking Kurtwood Smith, and then throw him out of the back of a van after I've shot him in the kneecap.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
I mean, I might, just to reenact that scene from RoboCop, because it follows up with eventually me shooting out the shit out of fucking Murphy, and
Yeah, but
my
then
own doom.
but you know what happens then? He comes back and fucking blasts you through a fucking window, face all cut up.
I want to watch RoboCop again.
I know. God, that movie's
I
fucking
think
amazing.
you've not gone on a tangent again.
Yes,
Oh,
we
I
are.
was about to say, we've got like 15 minutes left.
Me
When
and
was the
Rob just
last
will
time-
nerd
no.
out.
If you haven't watched RoboCop in a long time, you go back and watch it, and it will make you rethink your relationship with Red Foreman.
All right. Tangent's done.
Okay. All right. We're going to move on
Ruckus
to
knows
another
what
one
I'm
of
talking
Ishtar's story. Ishtar, I'm going to let you choose which of the other two you want to do.
Well, we've got one from last week, which is the pyramids, or we can discuss the Shroud of Turin.
Pyramids.
Pyramids.
Can you remind everybody real quick what the Shroud of Turin is?
The Shroud of Turin was the linen cloth that was believed to have been wrapped around the body of Christ when he was entombed prior to his resurrection.
Oh, real quick.
It's the one with the sweat face on it.
Yes.
I have to read what Mama said in chat. So says Good Twin. Is that what his boyfriend calls him, referring to Bobby?
I am
Now
not.
read.
I am not fucking Iceman. Let's get this straight right now.
I have read what which one has requested.
I hope you're not, because you are Iceman.
You're Iceman, and Iceman's gay. Don't you know?
Oh, did you really hit him with the don't you know?
I'm quitting the show.
Oh,
I'm done with the show. I hate all of you.
Bye.
You don't
Mark,
hate us.
you got a
Oh,
spot.
Ishtar.
Got a spot.
Oh, spirit of the heart, Ishtar. I thought you'd have something to say in my defense.
I love you, Rob.
You know we love you.
I don't want your pity love.
Take it where you can get it, man.
All right, so pyramids. Let's do this.
Okay,
might as well go
pyramids.
with pyramids,
Hold
yeah.
on. I'm waiting for the site to load.
Oh, so
Oh wait, real quick, Mouthy Mama. The comment they actually want me to read was Mark should have absorbed you, Rob. LOL.
There were actually 4 of us, and we both absorbed. We both have 2 souls. Let's just put it that way.
Well, I
You're
have to say,
two-spirited?
I'm glad that Mark did not absorb you because I love you, Rob.
I love you too, Baracus. Oh, you just made my nips hard. Thanks, bro. I appreciate
Come on.
it.
Nips.
Stupid website is taking forever to load. Sorry. Hold on.
She's not sorry.
I'm totally sorry.
Chat, you should have heard the things she was saying to me about you before the show.
Oh, don't even start, Robert. I will slap you silly.
It was things I just cannot repeat while live on the air. I just do not. I am not that kind of man.
Can't believe you making those lies.
Mouthy mama, why? Where's this hate coming from? Because I absorbed the girl twin, so I have a vagina. Yeah, and I have at least I don't need fucking vaginal reconstructive surgery, mouthy mama. All right, at least between the two of us, I got the pretty vag. All right,
dude, look low.
That is hard.
Hey, I had to come back with something. All right, she knows I'm kidding and I love her. Yes, I did. She's saying I'm absorbing badges, baby badges, and whatnot. Can't let that go. I can't.
Now that's going to be clipped out very badly.
And she's my future sister-in-law. So we got to, we got to build up that, that fun rapport, that in-law rapport.
Earthquake in Mexico cracked the pyramid and revealed an ancient temple. Earthquakes are known for their destructive power, but a recent quake in Mexico had a surprisingly positive outcome for archaeologists. It revealed a hidden temple that had gone undetected for hundreds of years, concealed inside a pyramid. On September 19th, 2017, a magnitude 7.1 earthquake rocked central Mexico. Excuse me. Following an 8.1 magnitude quake that struck 12 days earlier, the U.S. Geological Survey reported. The September 19th quake killed more than 200 people and damaged multiple structures, including a pyramid in the archaeological site of, God, more names I'm going to butcher. I apologize now. Teopanzolco, about 43 miles south of Mexico City, BBC News reported. When archaeologists at the site used radar to evaluate the extent of the damage to the pyramid, which dates to the 13th century, they found an even older pyramid tucked inside. The once hidden ruin is thought to be more than 800 years old, according to the BBC.
Wait, is this like one of those pyramids inside a pyramid, and you get inside and it's like a coupon for 5 free shoulder rubs?
Yes,
some bullshit present like that.
It's a Russian doll of pyramids.
Yeah.
If it works, that's one hell of a tourist attraction, Researchers with Mexico's National Institute of Anthropology and History told the BBC that the temple was likely built in 1150 by Aztec people of the Tlahuica culture, Tlahuica. The structure measured about 20 feet by 13 feet wide, and pottery shards and an incense burner were preserved inside. During the quake, tremors caused a partial collapse in the pyramid's central structure, affecting 2 known temples in the pyramid, one that was dedicated to the Aztec rain god Tlaloc, and another honoring, I am not even going to try to pronounce that, so I'm going to spell it, Huitzpochtli, the god of
it's a Hoxapoodle. Easy.
Yeah, we'll go with that. The earthquake buckled the floor between the Tlaloc and the other one's temples, which sank, threatening their stability. As researchers scanned the damaged area, they discovered the hidden temple about 6.5 feet beneath the floor. Architecturally, the newfound temple was very similar to the other temples in the pyramid, with stucco walls, a bench, a facade built from elongated stones, and the remains of a pillar that likely once supported the temple's roof, according to the statement. Structural details in the temple were of particular interest to the scientists, suggesting that the architectural styles of the Tlahuica have influenced structures built centuries later by the Mexica people, according to Barbara, an archaeologist with INAH's Morelos Center. The secret The secret temple is to date the oldest structure in the pyramid, and it underscores the importance of the Teopanzolco site for reconstructing the history of ancient cultures in Mexico, according to the statement.
I just
Huitzilopochtli.
I'm just sad the earthquake didn't finish the job.
I just want to know one thing, Ishtar, because the article doesn't seem to have this information. Is this a temple of doom?
And was the head archaeologist a man with the last name Jones?
There was no Jones reported because that would have been a lot easier to say than half of these words.
Fair enough. The world hates me.
Sorry, dude.
So many pop culture references tonight.
The world hates Ishtar because it wanted to throw as many hard to pronounce names into one article.
No,
I
fair enough.
know, seriously.
Bren, do you have any more articles for us?
Yes, I do. I will go with, let's see which one. Let's go with this one. This is kind of something that happened on Twitter, but has, in more than one way, sparked a conversation about privacy. Have any of you heard about Plain Bay?
No.
All right.
No.
For fill-in, Plain Bay started when a woman asked to switch seats with another woman because she wanted to sit next to her boyfriend. So two strangers on a plane met and had a decent conversation, kind of flirted here and there. And the woman who sat behind her thought it'd be a good idea to not only take pictures of this couple, but also to transcribe their entire conversation and record video of their conversation and post it all to her Twitter, calling it under hashtag PlainBay, and it kind of went viral. It sounds like a cute story.
I've seen this. I've seen it on Twitter. It was cute.
It was cute, except it led to the woman being doxxed.
Oh.
And the woman didn't want the attention that was given to her. Her exact quote, and this was her statement. I am a young professional woman. On July 2nd, I took a commercial flight from New York to Dallas. Without my knowledge or consent, other passengers photographed me and recorded my conversation with a seatmate. They posted images and recordings to social media and speculated unfairly about my private conduct. Since then, my personal information has been widely distributed online. Strangers publicly discussed my private life based on patently false information. I have been doxxed, shamed, insulted, and harassed. So, sounded cute until you realize it kind of led to bad consequences.
Well, I mean, okay, so this girl met a guy on the plane, and somebody else recorded it, right? And it was
she and her boyfriend recorded a conversation without their knowledge.
I am just going to have to chalk this up to a casualty of the reality that we live in. You're allowed to record in public. You're allowed to post public recordings on social media.
This is true, except
I mean, it's unfortunate. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying it's a casualty. It's a consequence of the times that we live in, and it's something we're not going to be able to get rid of without seriously infringing on people's liberties and freedoms and shit like that.
Fair enough. However, I am incredibly mad at this story only because this bitch is mad that she met somebody on a plane and I'm still sitting here single as fuck.
Well, no, she's mad that basically that the woman who posted it, the woman who posted all this actually has apologized because of the fact that there was backlash and because of the fact that she posted this woman's name without ever telling someone she basically only met this woman once, and it's not even met in a romantic way. It was she met this woman and talked to her once, asking to switch seats, and then published her name and face on her Twitter, and which led to not just the woman's name, but apparently the woman's basically personal information getting out there when she didn't want any of that information public. And that's kind of become the backlash against the woman who posted it because of what she did. Basically, her actions directly led to someone being doxxed.
Oh, no, yeah, fair enough. And shit like that, you obviously have to take into consideration the fact that if you record people in public spaces, if you actually go into public spaces and stuff, there is a very, very good chance that there is going to be somebody there with a cell phone or a camera or whatever the fuck, and they're going to record you. They're going to take pictures of you. And that's just unfortunately how society has evolved. Sometimes it's beneficial. Sometimes you need to just fuck off. That's none of your damn business. And yeah, we're going to get stories like this. And it's terrible because, as you pointed out, it led to this poor woman's dox, which eventually led to harassment. And it led to people trying to insert themselves into her life. And it led to a lot of fucked up situations. And unfortunately, this woman is suffering from some pretty heavy backlash. However, the only question I want to know is she hot?
I did not look at her photos. It does not show her photos in the article. Also, the article does not name her, mostly for the fact of the articles from People Magazine. They want to actually respect the other woman's privacy. As for in chat, I do believe I saw another article that may have mentioned that this woman, the woman who posted the whole thing, was trying to figure out the woman's name and may have asked followers to help her. So that might be other part of backlash. I cannot confirm that because it's not mentioned in the article I'm reading off of. But I did see in some other articles that there was some mention of it. Can't confirm it, but there's mention. But yeah. Also, there's other backlash because when the woman apologized because of all the main one who did the posting, when she apologized, she actually mentioned the woman's name again in the apology.
She just doesn't understand certain concepts, does she?
I don't think she did. Like, it'd be one thing if she, tweeted lines that she, heard in this conversation going, oh my God, this is so cute, and left names out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we've all done that. When you hear something stupid in, the gas station or something, and you're like, okay, I just heard someone say, quote, but you never say their name. You're never looking for their information. You're just going, this is a stupid quote I've heard. So if she went, this is a cute thing I've heard, and just a little transcription of a part of the conversation, that would have been fine. I think where she crossed the line was the photographs and the recordings without their knowledge or consent to it.
Yeah,
that's clearly where she
kind of pushed it.
Millennials.
Yeah.
I actually looked through the fucking hashtag Plain Bay hashtag shit. And the lady who actually did upload all that stuff, you could easily peg her in a room of millennials. She does stick out like a sore thumb, but she's clearly trying to be a millennial herself. If she's not an actual millennial. And then all the little evidence that I had actually seen, most of it's been censored since the story broke out, I guess. Mm-hmm. The woman, Plain Bay, she seems like she's a pretty cute girl. So, I mean, unfortunately, shit went south real fucking fast in the weirdest way possible. But this shit happens,
Yeah. Well, it is the picture thing. Like, the guy in the Plain Bay incident, he's actually a professional soccer player turned model. So he, I guess, you could say he's very used to this kind of attention and people taking photos and people doing that. But even he says it's kind of, it did go off what would have been a cute story did kind of go into a different direction that it shouldn't have. In the case, obviously, for the woman. And American Fans saying, can you please point out that to Brackus that I am millennial and not all of us suck. Not all millennials suck, just some. Some millennials are not fun.
Yeah, I guess this is, again, the situation that Anon and I were kind of raging on last Saturday, yet again. Do we honestly have to, when we just make a generalization like that, do we honestly fucking have to actually hashtag not all every single fucking topic? Do you fit in this category of what I am talking about? Are you obsessed with avocado toast? Do you demand naps in the middle of the fucking day?
Yes.
Actually, okay, I'm gonna add that out because naps sound awesome.
I take a nap on my morning 15-minute break every morning.
Do you know that in New York there's actually now nap stores where you can rent PJs and a little nap module and take a nap?
That sounds brilliant.
Well, anyways, basically when I'm talking shit on millennials, just pay attention to what I'm talking shit on. This goes to everyone under the age of 36 in the chat. If you are 36 or older, you're clearly not a millennial, even by the fucking standards of what a millennial actually is.
I still go with Gen Y is a thing, and it includes 30 and on.
Fair enough. But basically, for right now, for all the people that are under 30 and the people that are just between 30 and 35, all that stuff, technically, yes, we are all counted as millennials. However, I am about to turn 34 and I'm shitting all over millennials. Again, if what I am saying about millennials does not fit you, do not get offended. Do not feel like you have to defend yourself, because clearly I'm not talking about you. If I say your name specifically and am talking shit of millennials, guess what? You're now part of that category. It's as simple as this. When I talk about fat people and how much I fucking hate fat people, it's the ones that are constantly perpetrating the bullshit fucking crap of, I'm perfectly healthy the way I am. No, you're not, you fat fucking horse. You look like you just ate a cow. You need to calm the fuck down.
Brackus, you're saying Tess Holiday isn't healthy?
No, she's not fucking healthy, and neither are any of the people in that fucking fat positivity video that very nearly viral fucking dissected not too long ago. Yeah, I'm fat. Guess what? I'm fat. Holy shit, hold on a second. Let me see. Failure accomplished. Fat. We're not going around trying to tell people that we live healthy lives, because clearly we don't. So, fuck off with your body positivity and your fat acceptance and all that shit. Don't accept fatness. I mean, no, totally accept fatness when it comes to, mammaries, because let's be honest, that is yellow fat, and it's the greatest thing that has ever existed. I love tits. They're great. And thick ladies make me happy. I cannot stress enough how much I love thick ladies. But I hate fatties. And the fatties that I'm specifically referring to are the ones that will just piss me off about how nobody loves me because I'm fat. Bitch, I will slap the fucking cheeseburger out of your mouth, you goddamn hypocrite. You shut your fucking mouth. I have to yell at my fucking super fat ass friend who does the same goddamn shit. He's always talking about how, women don't like me because I'm fat. No, women don't like you because you're an asshole. You broke up with a girlfriend before you moved up fucking north to Humboldt County to finish your goddamn bachelor's degree, you stupid cunt, even though that was supposed to be you finishing your master's degree, but you never got that far because you're retarded. But you broke up with her. For what fucking purpose? Because, I figured I was going to get super laid up there. Shut up!
I think Brackus might be talking about himself at this point.
No, I'm talking about my fucking friend.
Yeah. It's rage. It's rage. It's good rage, but it's a tangential rage.
And it's after 10.
Yeah.
Yes. I realize that it is after 10. So I'm going to go ahead.
Brackus, you made us late.
Keep him occupied for a few seconds. I actually got to leave real quick. I'm going to mute myself real quick.
Why did he mute himself?
Have
And
we?
he's gonna miss my end story, but you know what? This is a pretty damn good one. Might
Ooh.
just save this for the all-timers.
Save it for the Alzheimer's. Well, how about this, guys? We can agree. We've learned a lot this stream, but we can all agree on one thing: naps are awesome.
Fuck yeah!
Naps are the best.
We're gonna go with that. That's our lesson
So
today.
are dinosaurs.
If it wasn't so late, I'd be taking a nap right now.
Well, that's called sleep at this point.
Yeah, that's called going to bed at this point. I think
long
nap.
naps.
I think nap has a specific time period and it has to be like the middle of the day.
Brockus, why don't you set up a webcam
I
and
had
let
a nap
people jerk
earlier
off to you while you sleep? You can make some extra money.
I don't want to do that. That doesn't sound profitable at all. Anyways, Rob, you want to kick us off with one more Florida man story? And unfortunately, Ishtar, we're going to push your other story back to next week because I do want to know about that.
The shroud.
The shroud, yes, the shroud.
Okay, we are going to get to that other Florida man story. Well, here's your headline there. Florida man allegedly posed as housewife, posted secret sex videos to gay porn sites.
Okay then.
Oh,
A Florida man was arrested after secretly recording himself having sex with other men and then posting the videos to pornography sites, the DOJ said.
Yeah. Wasn't blindfolds involved in this?
Yes. Brian, let's see how I can, Denemostier, I think that's pretty damn close. Denemostier, 32, also known by the screen name Susan Leon 33326, was charged in a 5-count indictment in the Southern District of Florida with 2 counts of illegal interception of oral communications and 3 counts of record-keeping violations. The DOJ said in a statement.
I love that charge.
Violations. I know, record-keeping.
Illegal oral interceptions.
Illegal interception of oral communications.
That is a very. They're trying hard not to say illegal blowjobs.
Yeah.
There you go,
Federal agents believe Denemostier lured his victims by posing as a real heterosexual female housewife on Craigslist, who was seeking a clandestine fling at her home near the Homestead Reserve Air Base in Miami-Dade County, according to law enforcement document taped by the Miami Herald. That's just to let that be a little lesson to those trying to hook up with desperate chicks on Craigslist. Let me tell you, if chicks are looking for sex on Craigslist, you don't want to go anywhere near that chick.
They're probably Opal.
Or they're trailer park people.
Or you'll get tricked into gay sex.
Yeah.
Surprise butt sex for you. Nobody wants that.
I think they if I was a part of that, it's like, so explain how you were tricked into gay sex. Tricked?
When men asked for assurances that there are no cameras, he assured them that she's married to someone in the Army and she would never photograph or video them. One of the pornography sites to which Denemostier allegedly uploaded videos was Straight Boys, a now defunct site that showed heterosexual men being blindfolded and conned into sex acts with other men, according to the Herald.
That sounds like such a lovely sight.
Mm.
Did it say how many men fell for this?
More than one is more than way too many. 2 of the charges Denemostier faces are related to unlawful recordings of individuals. The other 3 involve the failure to maintain records of those engaged in commercial sex acts. If convicted, he faces up to 10 years in prison. So yeah, you have to keep records of the signing the consent form of I'm performing a sex act for your website and stuff like that, So they're getting him on paperwork. And
well,
not
what guy's gonna come forward and say that he was so desperate that he was going to hook up with a woman, or a person posing as a woman who is married to an Army or Air Force officer whose husband's away, and then got tricked into getting a blowjob from a guy.
Do you really want to ask that question, or would you rather ask the question of is the website forcedguylove.org?
Yeah. Again,
.org, .gov,
what man is coming forward to say this happened?
.edu.
They're going to deny.
Forcedguylove.edu.
You know what? Actually, I have to disagree with you, Ren. There is at least one guy there who was so super violated that he had to make a complaint, and he's going to come forward with the story #MeToo too. And and that's what's going to happen. Like, somebody is going to confess, and then the others are going to probably eventually come forward. But that dude who, kind of cheated on his wife, so to speak, obviously he didn't do it willingly, but cheated on his wife. I'm pretty sure he's going to be the only one who's just like, nah, that didn't happen. We didn't have sex. He didn't chloroform me at all. That's not a thing.
So, Rockus, do you have an announcement to make?
What?
I'm not done with my article. I'm quite done.
All right, keep going.
The current charges against Denomastier stem from just 2 alleged victims. However, with 600 videos reportedly posted to various pornography sites over several years, Denomastier could face additional charges. Any individuals who believe they might be a victim are encouraged to contact Homeland Security Investigations at 866-347-2423. And that is the end of my article.
Apparently, I have triggered Mouthy Mama.
100 videos.
She went back to see the Plain Bay thing and does not like the fact that technically she and I are categorized in with the millennials and stuff. I still stand by what Ren said.
Gen Y.
We are Gen Y, just because it makes far much more sense, and I don't want to be lumped in with these fucking retards that came like about 5-10 years after me. It is unfortunate.
It's because you have to understand, millennial is like Christmas. It's starting to eat away at the other generations just so it can make itself seem bigger. It's trying to eat away at everything else.
Fair enough. By the way, oh, good God. Okay, I don't know what's going on right now, but apparently Mouthy Mama is trying to turn me and Mark on, or at least that's what I got from this comment. Oh, Marky Mark, you're sweet. I have a lot of expensive face cream. And then followed up with several arrows pointed at her, thick baby. And I'm just like, or thick lady. And I'm just like, oh, I don't know what's happening right now, but it's getting sexy up in this chat. It's a shame we have to cut this shit short. Well, yes. Not short. It actually ran a little longer than we normally would. But join us next week when we will actually have Ishtar talk about the Shroud of something. Turin. Shroud. It's the thing that they used with Jesus, and it might not exist or be real.
It's Jesus's blankie.
His death blankie.
His death shroud. Yes. Oh fuck. We go dark up in this moment.
Yes, we do.
Well, tonight we had masturbatory fires, kiddie pools, which are referred to as paddling pools. UK, stop. You need to stop with your weird fucking phrases and words, okay? You just stop it. We had LGBT children's books. I kind of got mad at that story, but not as much as I thought I actually would, just because the follow-up with what was going on, or at least the context of it was a little less rage-inducing. We talked about dinosaurs, because fucking dinosaurs are awesome.
They are awesome.
Dinosaurs are cool.
Yeah.
The motherfucking T-Rex!
We talked about crows, fucking dead crows, and then I showed everybody that, yes, I did in fact tweet to both Bearing and Fat Pat
that crows fuck dead crows.
Mm.
We also talked about a couple more Florida man stories. The first one was the masturbatory fires. The second one was just a guy being really dumb. And 3 fucking times, man. I can't. 3 times. And then the final one was, of course, the one that we just were talking about. I don't know how Florida is still alive. How do the people not kill themselves?
Meth and alcohol.
There you go. Meth. Not even once. But if you do, you're immortal, apparently. Anyways, cunts, that has been CNN, the Cunt News Network. Tonight, of course, with me was my usual co-host. I forgot to introduce them at the beginning of the show, so I'll just go ahead and do the outro with them. Ren from Renelation slash Shitlords Anonymous.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, there is that special, what is it, Friday night show where you guys watch
Shitlords Theater.
The Shitlords Theater, yes. Go and watch that. It's basically just like Friday night fucking movie night with AP and Gasly. It's pretty much the same shit. They practically watch the same things, but it's them watching old movies from the public domain. They make some commentary. I watched a few videos with them. There's some fucking weird stuff out there. I'm not even going to hide that fact. Then, of course, we got Rob from Mistaken Lunatics, where he and Mocha watch a bunch of crazy people doing crazy shit and occasionally watch cute things doing cute things.
Yep. Adios, motherfuckers.
And, of course, Ishtar, she does her own Twitch streams, but now you can also see her over on Antoine's channel, Helpful Guildless, when she does proper villains with Antoine and Antihero.
Good night, everybody.
Nah.
Get the fuck out, cunts.